And you just listen to a young girl who was saying that the Nigerian community here is totally very angry. Thank you very much for the
Our representative was the Ijor country of the Niger Delta of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He went to several schools. His major academic services was at the government college to Delhi. And
go gather, destroy their food. With the camp and that other camp, some more camp, you don't compensate everybody. But some of them,
generation sometimes. Today our program can be in the style of J.P. Clark, a poet and writer, and we shall also be very interested in his point at more dancing.
Some lives are meaningful, some are empty. Lives that are meaningful, with too much meaning and riches to offer humankind. You know, after some of these earthly adventures and more, one can still find footprints of these dead lives on the pavements of our contemporary life.
Good evening, you're welcome to the program Green Planet.
Good day. Thank you very much for talking to people, places and events and to the African Center for Community and Development. What is your name, sir?
I'm Asar Zefo. I'm the director, as you said.
And we are here in the Atlantic coastline of Cameroon. And we are also witnessing something that is very pertinent. We have plastic bottles or waste that's been deposited along the shoreline. What do you think can be done to better manage the waste that's been dumped into the ocean, and how beneficial is that to society?
I think this is a very crucial thing because even the properties of plastics to be able to degrade degradation. I think the first thing that we're supposed to do is to put in place a collection system of plastic waste bottles that rewards whoever contributes to the collection of waste. Because today we have all sorts of soda drinks coming up at very affordable prices to all. Everybody wants to buy one a day, and that is a lot of waste being created. What do you put in place? How do you encourage people to collect this waste and for it to be treated properly? I think there should be a reward system for whoever collects these empty plastic bottles and brings it to like the waste treatment center. Because if there's no reward, nobody's going to take the time to collect this waste. And when I talk about rewards, I'm talking about putting in place some kind of financial style for everybody who collects the waste and takes it to a particular collection center.
Now, this is also an estuary, as we can see from guys who are doing fishing. And this is a spawning ground for fish. So do you think plastics destroy the habitat for fisheries, like in Cameroon?
Definitely. That has been proven. I think if you go visit, I visited one center recently, and there was this bird that had died, and if you saw the bulk of plastic that came from the stomach, I think that is evident of the fact that these plastics are affecting also life in the sea. This is a spawning ground, and a lot of these species come over here to spawn so that they can have young offspring. And with all these plastics deposited here, it kills the children, the young ones, but it also kills any of the parents that try to eat it. So I think it's affecting the population of the species, and we should really put in place to collect and avoid this kind of situation that we have here.
So what are your last words to the people, places, and events, and what can be done holistically to improve on the situation?
I think holistically we should encourage people to look more at the bigger picture. Let everybody see what they stand to gain in preserving our environment, in conservation, because people will tend to conserve more if they see their personal interest in it.
Thank you very much for talking to people, places, and events, and the African Center for Community and Development.
Thank you very much. The pleasure is mine.
Good day. Thank you very much for talking to the African Center for Community and Development and to people, places, and events. What is your name, sir?
Good day. I'm Chief Chungong Dufo.
And we are witnessing the dumping of plastics into the Atlantic Ocean, which is the main source of livelihoods to communities around the Limbe area, or the west coast, or the east coast of Limbe. What is your impression about this?
I would first of all like to talk about a beautiful town like Limbe, who used to be Victoria in the yesteryears. We were not used to things like this because they were not existing in our community. But coming into the limelight of soft drinks being transported now in plastic bottles, I think we have to place some kind of mechanism at the level of the council for a proper management of these bottles littering all over our beaches and our shoreline. The council brought in Izakam. I think they were doing a good job for the first 1 year. You could not see plastics littering along the coastline. I don't know, they are not doing their job again, or the bulk of the job is more than them to do it. They should look for other companies to assist them.
But don't you think it's also an issue of sensitization? Why should people dump their plastics into the ocean if they know it's going to degrade the capacity of the ocean to produce fish?
They are not well informed. If they are informed, I don't think they are going to dispose of these bottles in a manner which we are seeing today. If they are well informed in respect to radios, campaigns, at the level of the television, at the level of all the media, I think a proper structure is in place at various homes and quarters, where you know you have to fit in a particular plastic in a particular bottle, in a particular container, and likewise other junks from the house. I think proper management will be done in respect to that. And also, if the government can encourage recycling of this particular waste, we call it waste because we don't have any proper use of it now. But if it is picked up and handed over to companies who transform this as a raw material for the production of plastics, like synthetic plastics, like my shoe, you can say, this is kind of waste made from that. I think it's going to bring in more money into the economy.
Thank you very much for watching People, Places and Events. In the African Center for Community and Development, we've been talking about the use of plastics and the dumping of plastics in the coastline of the Atlantic Ocean in Cameroon. And we are saying that there is a possibility of recycling the plastic or of sensitizing the population to know that dumping plastics affects the spawning grounds for fish and destroys fishing livelihoods that are related to the lives of fish in the Atlantic coastline. That can impact on the economy of sub-Saharan Africa as a whole, or Africa as a continent. Thank you very much for watching People, Places and Events. That's Maria.
Thank you very much. And you just listened to a young girl who was saying that the community here is totally very angry. Thank you very much for listening to our
was the official country of the Niger Delta of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He went to several schools to make your academic tendencies was at government college to Delhi and
Go gather, destroy their food. Make the camp and that other camp, Tongo camp, you don't compensate everybody. But some of them
in its degeneration sometimes. hope we can be in the style of J.C. Clark, the poet and writer, and we shall also be very interested in his point at more dancing.
Some lives are meaningful, some are empty. Lives that are meaningful, with too much meaning and riches to offer humankind. You know, after some of these earthly adventures and more, one can still find footprints of these great lives on the pavements of our contemporary lives.
Good evening, you're welcome to the program Green Planet.